What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and more importantly, welcome back to another Tesla Talk Tuesday. We are actually going for a drive. We are picking up some food stuff that my mom ordered on an Instacart order, so run to their house to pick up some things, and on the way we will cover some Tesla Talk Tuesday. Interesting stuff because, well, I'll tell you what, Tesla stock is moving right now, and by moving I mean like moving on up, like over 100 points in like 2 days, something like that. Ooh, we also got an update, but nothing interesting. So, first and foremost, just to jump right into it, Elon Musk tweeted out reiterating that the Robotaxi network is apparently still on track to be rolling out by the end of 2020. So that's based on one other factor, regulatory approval. Now, in saying this, that basically implies that full self-driving is pretty much available, or should be available soon if it isn't already. And well, some things came out in the last couple months. You know, we knew that they were doing a rewrite of the full self-driving code to make it better, maybe learn more efficiently, all that kind of jazz. And then also they have been doing retrofitting of the hardware 3.0. So the newest like computer chips, in order to handle all the computing and whatnot that needs to go into the full self-driving. So those two things and this tweet from Elon Musk is very interesting and very cool, which means we should see more and more features be rolled out for autopilot / full self-driving. If we don't actually have full self-driving by the end of the year, it seems like autopilot, I guess, will be more feature complete at least. As I mentioned, I think last week, people are seeing more implementation of the visibility of like stop signs and red lights and things like that in their actual autopilot software and like heads-up display on in their cars. I don't have any of that because I don't have autopilot. Yeah, really old P85 rear-wheel drive, none of that fancy stuff. By the end of this year, people could have potential like side revenue streams as if they were driving Uber but not have to be driving. So that's pretty neat. Now, going right along with the Robotaxi stuff, Elon Musk also confirmed that there's like a cabin-facing camera, a little tiny camera. I believe it's somewhere around like the rear view mirror area. I obviously don't have it because, again, I have a thank you, Waze. I have a very old car, but that rear-facing, I guess like cabin-facing camera is for the intent of using it with the Robotaxis. That way, with people getting in and out of the cars, it basically is like a surveillance camera. If there's vandalism or anything like that, it captures everything on camera and monitors everything. So it's not just like people can hop in and do whatever they want, get out, and then there's no evidence of what they did or what they are doing inside of the car. So that was confirmed by Elon. Pretty cool stuff, and hopefully we'll actually see this Robotaxi network roll out. Could be potential other revenue streams for Tesla, which could definitely bolster their stock. Thanks, Waze. Speaking of Tesla stock, the stock rallied over 13% on Monday, and then today it was up a good bit again. So a lot of this could be because of the Robotaxi, but I think it might be more because they are back up and running in China. The Shanghai factory is up and running in China. Also, they mentioned that they were bringing back the long-range rear-wheel drive Model 3. So that would be cheaper for people in China. Also, any cars made in China do not have to do not have to be taxed, to have that import tax, whatever that is. So based on all of that, sales I guess are looking up in China. Tesla accounted for a large percentage of the total EV sales in China, which is fantastic news for Tesla stockholders, also just Tesla in general. But apparently EV sales are doing really well now because of this whole lockdown situation. People with EVs, you don't have to go to the gas station. You go out to your car like I did just now, and I leave my house with a fully charged battery. So it is actually really nice. So even if you don't have a full EV garage, having one EV in the garage is fantastic, especially during times like these. Also, there are really cool photos in like India and just some other places in the world that have really bad pollution about how good the air quality has gotten over the last month or two. We're seeing air quality improve, and I think that people are starting to realize like, hey, if we start driving more and more EVs, this will just continue to get better and better, or stay better, I guess, for the most part. Definitely going to come out of this pandemic a different world in general. So, you know, hopefully more people will start leaning. Ooh, look at Tesla. See, we got Tesla right there. We'll start, you know, looking at electric vehicles, and well, it's already kind of showing that it's prevalent in China. Also, it's just so easy to go to Tesla's website and click order now. You don't have to have the haggle and hassle of dealing with those sleazy car salesmen that just try to close a deal the day you walk into the dealership. I hate going to those dealerships, sorry if you can't tell. But anyways, yeah, so Tesla stock just shooting up. All right, I found the stats. So in March, I guess China auto sales, so just like car sales in general, were down 40%. Down 40%. Meanwhile, Tesla sales in China for March, they hit a record number of sales, which is pretty crazy. While the whole auto market is down over 40%, Tesla's hitting record sales, and they account for 25% of EV sales in China. So, I mean, just on multiple fronts, like, that's saying a lot right there. Like, clearly people are buying EVs during this pandemic time, which is interesting. But when auto sales are dropping, Tesla sales are doing fantastic. So, it'll be interesting to see how the next 2 quarters go for Tesla, how the total car sales for the year go for Tesla, but just some very interesting numbers there to see coming out of China right now. Last but not least, Elon has come out to say that the powertrain and battery, I guess, talk that they're supposed to be having in April, it's going to be more battery focused. He said there's a ton to cover, and he will maybe do some like Q&A about the powertrain, but for the most part, he's going to focus on, I guess, battery improvements and whatnot. We do know that they did that merger, or I guess acquisition, of Maxwell Technologies. I mean, I feel like it's been at least a year now, if not longer. So I'm kind of hoping to hear something about that. Also hoping to hear maybe potential improvements that could go into the Plaid powertrain / batteries, or whatever goes on there, or just larger battery packs that they might be rolling out towards the end of this year in Model S or X's. But I don't know if they'll touch on that. I don't know if they'll touch on cars and other iterations on cars, since they obviously did the Cybertruck reveal semi-recently. But needless to say, I'm pretty excited to hear this, because if you haven't seen it already, go back and check out their like Autonomous Day event, because that full self-driving and looking at the neural nets and all the stuff that they use, fascinating. So extremely excited to see what they say about the batteries and all of that jazz. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up this Tesla Talk Tuesday. So if you guys enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button. It would really help out the channel. We did briefly touch 1,000 subscribers, but then we dipped back down to like 999 subscribers. But anyways, if you guys are enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, thanks for watching.